Well, g'day DLive, and welcome back to the Gives a Minute DLive stream for a Wednesday afternoon affair. It has just gone 22 minutes past 3 in the PM for me. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening to you, whatever the time it is, wherever you're consuming this content. You're always welcome right here on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Before we go too deep into the woods here, I am going to check on the machines of D that we are indeed, in fact, live. We know we've had some issues with this in the past, and I want to verify it before I go too deep. So let me just bring up my machine of streams of D's, and we will get into it if it does react to my finger button pressing tipses. And it looks like it has responded. It has responded well. There we go, folks. So in the chat, Victoria Pandora. Hello, Victoria Pandora. Thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now, this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now, why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way pool table, and you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow of Victoria Pandora. What a nice handle. Also, I think I'm a little overexposed. I'll just give a little bit more shutter speed action there. That's a bit better. Found you because of my search on Justin Sun. Ah, okay. Well, very well. Very, well, happiness. Fine. Sorry to be the one to tell bad news, I guess, if you were, I don't know what video you were watching, but Justin Sun, right, okay. Music Man, pretty warm there. Actually, it is kind of warm. I mean, it's raining outside, otherwise we'd be sitting out on the balcony doing this stream, but it is raining. Although, that's weird, it's raining with blue skies? That doesn't make any sensicles. It is raining out there, folks, otherwise we would be sitting on the bench on the balcony, but not today, not today. Melbourne Doug, hey Gives and Givers, it's pouring rain here in Melbourne. Dude, I know you guys are getting copped right now. Hey, it's heavy over there in Australia. Cold weather, rain, wind. I know it's getting battered, and snow as well. You guys are getting snow. We had snow and it all melted. As they say, snow in May won't stay. Apparently they say that, and it's true. It snowed on Coronet, snowed on the Remarks, snowed on Walter Peak, snowed on Ben Lomond. Well, Ben Lomond is still there, but it's pretty much all gone otherwise. But yes, welcome to Wednesday streams. These streams are always cryptocurrency, so we're going to focus on cryptocurrency on this stream. So if there's anything that you want to talk about, oh, what's the slogan we came up with? If you're considering crypto, if you're confused by crypto, or even if you're just curious about crypto, this stream may or may not help you. Let me just do a quick wind up here. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't pretend to advise the financials. Whatever you see here on this stream, you should consider it entertainment only. I'm not advising you to spend or not to spend. I'm not advising you to do anything. Do whatever you will, wherever you will, with whatever you want, whenever you do choose to do it. Just don't freaking well blame me. I mean, look at me. Do you think I look like a financial advisor? I mean, I do have a coffee here. It's actually a cup of tea, but I mean, that's fine. That's what they have, don't they? The advisors, they sit there drinking the teas and crap. So what I'm saying is just take it easy, use your own intuition and your own belief systems and make your own freaking decisions. Don't look at me for the decisions. Don't be so selfish. Use your own self. Not much wind in Victoria, Dugski. 40 centimeters of snow in the Alps down to a 600. Oh shit, dude, down to 600. Wow. I mean, where I am in Queenstown, the altitude is 330. And when it snows, it does snow in town too. There should be a couple of days this season where it does get snow that low. So I wanted to talk a little about so I just made my DLive on June 1 video. Every month I do a video looking at DLive as a viewer, like not as a streamer. Well, I do talk about my channel, but we sign ourselves out and then we go to DLive and have a look. And we obviously got talking about BTT staking. So I guess on this stream today, I titled this, "Are You Down on Crypto?" And I was kind of thinking in the back of my mind, the reason you might be down, and I don't mean down like financially, I mean like sour, like bitter, I guess. Like, are you down? Are you not feeling it about crypto? And then I was going to ask, what is it about crypto that's got you down? Is it the losses I mean, lately it's all red, right? You're losing, everybody's losing. We haven't seen a green candle in a long freaking while. But I was more thinking about how cryptocurrency and how specific things within that game can mess you up. Now, I know for me, I'll go first, right? I'll go first. I'll volunteer first. Oh, by the way, just a little heads up. If you're watching this content and you're not on DLive, I'm not seeing you. Unless you're on DLive.tv over here on the chat, and maybe you're commenting on YouTube, cheerses. Maybe you're watching on Trovo, Twitch, Facebook, maybe wherever you could be watching. I'm broadcasting on a Japanese porno site. Can you believe that? If you're watching over there, hello. But if you want to chat with me, come on down to dlive.tv/givesaminute. That's the only chat I'm looking at. I'd love to hear your comments and suggestions, but if you're not going to be on DLive, I just won't see them. But yeah, so keeping that in mind, the position that DLive is in regards specifically to DLive staking, BTT staking, the position we find ourselves in, it's now the first day of June 2022. It was the 8th day of March when I noted that BTT staking was frozen. So I went in and I got my laptop here. I could go ahead and show it to you. I went in I signed into my Tronlink wallet. I opened up DLive.tv, went to my channel, went into BTT staking. The button to claim your daily rewards, which is why you would stake, was grayed out. Now this is on March 8. I was thinking to myself, maybe it's just a little hiccup, and maybe it's to do with, I claim my stakes daily, but maybe it's a UTC time, and maybe I got the timing wrong, or I was willing to give it a day or two to settle itself, which I did, and I came back 2 days later, the 10th of March. I noted that it still wasn't a thing for me. I couldn't claim my staking rewards. So in my mind, I said to myself, something's broken, right? Something's wrong. And so I went over to the Discord and asked the question, is there staking issues? Now, don't forget that this is March 2022. In November, late November 2021, His Excellency Justin Sun did announce a redenomination of BTT, the cryptocurrency BTT, BitTorrent token, was redenominating, and there would be a new token called BTT Old. And, well, actually, I was kind of explaining that wrong. The existing token would be redenominated and then called BTT Old, and there will be a new token, unsurprisingly, called BTT. So this automatically confused the absolute crap out of everybody, because we already own BTT, right? We already have BTT, but BTT will become BTT Old. So existing BTT gets now called BTT Old and gets devalued by the tune of, I think, 1,000x. So whatever you had is now worth less by 1,000 because the new currency is coming in and it's going to be stronger by 1,000. So in my limited knowledge of cryptocurrency, this doesn't seem like a huge problem. All that presents is that now you have a bigger number of the currency. So your value hasn't diminished. You haven't lost money. You've just got more of the thing because it's denominated lower. Even I can work that out. I wasn't very good at maths, right? I had a shocker in school with maths. I remember the math teacher showing me, Benon, I've got 4 oranges and Stephen has 2. He gives me his 2. How many do I have? And I'm like, 4, 5. You've got 6 there, dude. There's 6. Okay, you got that down. Cool. Then he tried to tell me that those 6 oranges multiplied by Michelle's no oranges somehow makes those oranges disappear. I'm like, no, dude, you still got those 6. Just because you're multiplying them by none doesn't make yours disappear. You can't tell me the orange thing and then tell me to try to think that somehow you're a magician and they disappear. We all know anything multiplied by 0 is 0. But how does that equate to the oranges? So that's where I lost faith in mathematics. But I can work this out. I can understand this. So the idea of redenominating BTT to BTT old isn't a problem. But the problem I foresaw was that if the staking contract on DLive is referring to BTT old, even though that now is redenominated, then isn't the math all... Can I swear here? No, I don't want to swear. Isn't the math all messed up? Because if the contract was dealing with APYs to the value of BTT, and now BTT is devalued, redenominated, then surely the contract has to be rewritten to include this new math, right? So I asked the question on the Discord, and I was told no, there is going to be no change needed. It's just going to be good to go, right? Keep it going as it is. It turns out I was correct. There obviously will need to be a change, but the problem is it didn't come into place until March this year. So days, like about 5 or 6 days after I'd made this comment about, hey, my stakes are frozen, I can't do anything on this contract, what's happening? That's how long it took. And then we got to a point where instead of DLive saying, if you've got BTT staked and it's in our system and you're a financial contributor to the site, because that's what you are if you're a BTT stakeholder, if you've got that in the system, there should have been a cutoff period where they said, in the next 2 to 3 days, we're going to be changing the contract. And if you want to get out, if you want to take out your BTT, you can take it out now. But they didn't. They just changed the contract and froze everybody's assets around about the 10th, 11th, 12th of March. So I asked the question on the 8th, and around about the 10th or the 12th, I can't remember the exact dates. I got screenshots, but that's when it was like, it's gone. It's not gone. It's still there, but it's locked. And the point of this, the whole point of this, you lose money on a daily basis because you can't withdraw that BTT that you staked in because DLive locked it. It's been grayed out. The option to withdraw your stake is grayed out. I haven't earned a single staking return since the 8th of March, and now it's the 1st of June. This is why I'm bringing this up now. It is way too long to have not had any kind of an announcement towards the effect of this is a problem and we are going to be addressing it via some compensation. Now, in my case, I've only got 1.2 million BTT staked. Now, calm down, calm down. 1.2 million BTT is not a lot of money. In fact, the dollar equivalent, the US dollar equivalent would be around about, my earnings with 1.2 million staked in the system, my earnings were around about $1 a day. Sometimes it went up because partners get a little better. It went up maybe $1.20, but let's just call it even $1. So if you look at that, effectively for March, April, May, I've lost out on what, 30 days, 36, 90, rounding it up to $100. $100 is what I've lost, approximately. Now you can do the finite math if you want, but let's call it $100. That's me staking 1.2 million. Now, I've already mentioned this, but there are whales that had staked into the system to the tune of 40, 50 billion. Now, these guys are losing a huge amount of money every day for 3 months. And the reason I'm down about crypto in this sense because of BTT is that on this website, DLive, which I believe in, I'm still streaming, right? I'm still believing in DLive. On this website, no one is really discussing this point. And the only reason this website exists is because of the stakeholders. The BTT stakeholders that put their coin into the system and believed in DLive by staking, the whales, the big players, they're the ones that have propped this site up and kept this site going, and they're being screwed over right now. For 3 months, they're being shunned, if you like. Now that opens up two questions in my mind. If there's this much BTT staked in the system and effectively frozen, is it staked by one person with multiple wallets? And that's why we might not be hearing anybody talk about it, because the one person that is doing this is possibly someone closely involved in the system, someone with a financial incentive into DLive. Now you can work out who the sun just came out again. Wow. You can work out who that might be. I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm not trying to speculate who that is. Man, that sun is everywhere on the hill. I kind of want to show you the hill that I climbed up because it's just lit up in sun right now. You work out, you think about who that might be, and the reason I'm speculating is because if it was actual whales, like actual crypto players with their own cold hard cash putting into the system, it's 3 months down the track, they would be fuming. And this story would be all over BitBoy Crypto. It'd be all over the big players in the industry, the big YouTube names, that Rand Cobber, all over the Wendy O, and all over. They'd all be talking about it, right? They'd all be talking about this, but no one is. So is it because no one's raised a fuss because there's no one actually invested, and those whales are coming from one person with multiple wallets? It's my speculation. Or is this actually a thing and this is how DLive dies? That's why I'm down with crypto right now. That's why I'm down about crypto. And it sucks because this site needs the help. We almost died at the end of testnet with Lino, and I had a one-on-one call with Charles Wayne where he explained the only way we go forward from here is with the BTT assistance. And at that point, it wasn't even an outright acquisition. It was just a merging with BTT. And then Justin Sun bought DLive outright. And that was like, well, we're saved now. We're good. So we are only here because of BTT. And this is how the stakers are being treated. And this is how far. It's 3 months now. It's wrong. It's really, really wrong. And I'm not whinging or complaining financially for me. I'm stating factually that this should be a concern for everybody on DLive. Even if you don't give two hoots about crypto or staking, you don't have any BTT at all, even if you don't care about it, this is what's holding the site up. This is why the site exists. And yet this is how the whales are being treated. Let's just call them stakers because it might not be whale activity. That's why I'm down. I'm down. Dougski, Sweatcoin racking up. Oh, shit, yeah. Me too, man. Me too. How much have you got now? Well, that won't be long until that's a cryptocurrency. BMX1138. Yo, BMX. How you doing, man? Frozen steak? Money's too tight for steak. How you doing, buddy? Secrets? I've got your VRs. I've got to listen to them tonight. I'm not sure. Back up. I didn't say any of that. Let's go back. Sweatcoin. Yeah, Doug. What Melbourne Doug is talking about in the chat there, in case you're interested, there is an app on your phone. It's called Sweatcoin. You literally turn it on, and every day you walk, you earn Sweatcoin. Sweatcoin is not a cryptocurrency right yet. It's an in-app currency which you can use to buy PayPal gift cards and certain donations to certain incentives, and you can use it to buy. I mean, at one point you could buy Apple Watches and stuff with it, and iPhones. So you are walking in your everyday life. I'm assuming most people walk somewhere, even if it's just up the street to get a slab of beer, mate. whatever it is you're walking, you might as well get paid for it, right? So just install the Sweatcoin app. That's all you got to do, just install it. If you want to get more funky and you want to earn more Sweatcoins, well, you have this little daily bonus where 20 minutes every day you can press a button and it doubles your earnings. And then at the end of the day, if you want to also earn more, you can watch 3 sets of ads and earn a random amount of Sweatcoin. Now, why am I telling you about this if it's only an in-app currency? Coming in summer, whenever that is, I think summer would be American summer, which is about now. Yeah, it's winter in New Zealand, so it's going to be summer in the Northern Hemisphere. Coming soon, that Sweatcoin is going to be an actual crypto called Sweat. So if you've racked up Sweatcoin, it's going to be 1-for-1 Sweat. I've racked up 3,000 of them, 3,060 to be exact, Sweatcoins. And in a couple of weeks, I guess, when it goes mainnet, I'll have 3,000 Sweat. Whatever that trades for, who knows? I think it's going to be an ERC20, so careful with those fees. You got 280. Doug, that's not bad, dude. That is not bad. Like, just keep hitting that 2x every day. And what I do before I go to sleep, I just grab my phone, and when I'm brushing my teeth, I run those ads and earn a little extra.
Wow!
Roger that. Okay, I got you, BMX. Dougski, today is summer in the USA. Yeah, okay. Today, the 1st of June. Black Widow with the ice cream. My Eunice, wow! Thank you, Black Skis. How you doing? Black Widow? Good to see you, good to have you, good to know you. Yeah, so that's a couple of little interesting stories, and I mean, I'll switch gears here if you want to. If you got anything else cryptocurrency you want to discuss, we'll chew the fat about it. Oh, crikey. Otherwise, what did I want to tell you? Well, there's been this is only a little piece of news, but there has been an update to Trumlink wallet, and yeah, you should go ahead and update. And also, what I found, and I did this with Metamask as well, the moment you update, it's probably a good housekeeping rule to go in and disconnect websites. So, for instance, I had early in my cryptocurrency cycle. Early in my path down this road, I didn't even know I did it, to be honest, but there you go. It was still there to this day. I'd actually connected my MetaMask wallet to a Bitcoin faucet site. And even though the faucet site is still in existence today and it seems legit, it was scary to see when you go down this list of approved websites, like a site like freebitcoin.io or whatever it was. I was like, oh shit, how did this get in there? Because you always fear that you've inadvertently given access to do other things, not just drip feed, whatever, in this case, Bitcoin. It kind of be MetaMask then, what was it? It was on one of those Binance ones. It was on the Binance Smart Chain. But what I'm saying is, if you've had a MetaMask wallet or a Tronlink wallet for a while, whenever they update it, you always get this notification, the wallet's been updated, and you click OK. Just use that time to remind yourself to also go through and check your authorizations and just see what's in there. I'm not saying get rid of the ones that you use all the time, but just get rid of the ones that you might have added at one point and never used, right? Safety first, folks. Safety second, safety third, and safety fourth. Black Widow, anytime, my friend, not much. Okay, well, it's good to see you, Black Widow. It's good. I know you haven't been around for a while. It's good to have you. It's good to know you. It's good to see you. I'm actually in Queenstown, New Zealand. Do you want to see outside? The sun's gone off the hill, but do you want to see the... let's see what this looks like for you yahoos. This is where I'm situated. We've got outdoors here is, it's raining. Otherwise, I'd be sitting out there, but it's all wet. But that there is the back of Queenstown Hill. I did a stream from up there on a sunset mission. Over there in the gap is Coronet Peak. You can't quite see it though. And yeah, I'm pretty fortunate to be here in Queenstown, New Zealand for the winter time. And I've been very busy doing things, not just live streams, but getting stuff ready for, oh shit, that's a little dark, isn't it? getting stuff ready for winter. I've had to do a bunch of preparation and some back-end administration things. Hasn't been fun, actually. Well, it's been fun. It hasn't been fun because of the bureaucracy. New Zealand's got some weird red tape, dudes. Oh, man. This isn't cryptocurrency, but I'll tell you this just super quickly. So, in a nutshell, I already have it. I've got a New Zealand driver's license, but I need to add a passenger endorsement. I'm going to be driving a bus, a shuttle bus up and down the hill. To do that, you've got to be able to take passengers, so you need this passenger endorsement. Here in New Zealand, they make you have a license for 2 years minimum before you can get a P endorsement. It kind of makes sense, right? You don't just get a driver's license and then you can start driving a bus. You've got to prove you're roadworthy. But if you've had a driver's license in Australia or any other country for a long time, you can prove your worthiness and then you can skip this 2-year waiting period. So I've been in that process of skipping the waiting period, and I had to get like authorized federal police check, driving record from every state I've ever lived in, and all this stuff. And the thing is, this is what's really, really strange. All of those things you've got to get, think about it, they're all PDFs, right? They all come in your email. You sign up to this thing and you pay the Australian federal government $80 and they send you your police check, which, by the way, that was pretty cool to get, because it's like, whew, I know I've done some sketchy stuff in my time, and yeah, I've been manhandled by the hard arm of the law, but getting an official Australian federal police record that says this is to certify that Benon Julius William Otto Kirpsch is free of encumbrances. There are no outstanding warrants or arrests or no court fees or anything. I was like, I'm clean. I thought I was, and now I know I am. But so all that stuff comes as a PDF, right? New Zealand want you to print the PDF off, go to a JP or a police officer or a notary publican, get them to stamp it and sign it saying this is an official document. Then you've got to scan it back in, and then sorry, that was wrong. You don't scan it back in. Then you take this printed document and then they scan it and then they on-send it. I'm like, dude, the moment you print that document, that's the chance where you can mess it up and manipulate it. As a PDF, yes, you can edit PDFs and you can manipulate them, but as a PDF sent from the AFP, the Australian Federal Police, that's as official as it needs to be. But they make you take a piece of paper into I had to go to the Queenstown police office and tell the guy, and he's like, what have you got to do? I'm like, hey, it's not me, it's your country that want this. He said, I've got to notarize this, and then I got to sign it, and you got to sign it. Just send the PDF off and be done, right? Anyway, it's all done. Well, I got my exemption. But now, you know what I got to do now? I got my exemption, right? I got my 2-year exemption, so I can take my driver's license and this, again, a PDF that got sent to me. I got to go to the fucking library and print the PDF off, take the hard copy into the they call it AA here, or AA, the Automobile Association. I got to take my driver's license. This, you've been approved to negate the 2-year wait period. You're good to go. I get there, it's out Frankton, right? The Remarkables Park. It's a bus ride away. It's only $1, but it's a bus ride. I get there, they go to the form, they say, oh, sir, you need to get a medical health check. I'm like, excuse me, what do I need to do that for? Well, you're going to be driving passengers. You need to prove that you're medically capable. I'm like, what? Wouldn't that be the same case if you're driving a vehicle anyway? Like, before you get your driver's license, don't you need to prove you're medically capable? They're like, oh no, but if you're driving a bus, you've got passengers. I'm like, yeah, but if I'm driving a car, I'm responsible for everybody driving around me. I can't just be erratic. I've got to prove that I'm roadworthy. That's what you do to get a license. I've got to go and get another medical test to prove that I'm roadworthier. And you know what this costs? I should get this. Now that you got me started, get this. You can't just walk into a GP. You can't just walk into a medical centre here in New Zealand, even though it's a Commonwealth country and we have a reciprocal agreement between Australia, Canada, New Zealand and the UK. Get me started, right? Reciprocal Commonwealth agreement. In this country, I walk into a medical centre, I say, I need to get a medical check for this P endorsement. Okay, the first thing I need to see is your license. Okay, well, I actually have a New Zealand one. Cool. How long are you here in New Zealand for? Just the winter. I've got a job with NZ Ski. You need to have not a letter of intent, a contract. You need to have a contract of employment for 2 years. I'm like, what? Hold on, love. You're not hearing me, love. I'm in New Zealand working for the winter. I'm driving a shuttle bus up to that hill for nzski.com. The only reason I need this P endorsement is to do that job. And by the way, the only reason I'm doing the job is because no Kiwis want to do the jobs. That's another side story. But anyway, she says, well, you have to get this medical exemption. And I said, I know. I don't think I need it, but I have to get it. So can't I just go in there and do it? She says, well, unless you've got a contract for a job that's lasting a minimum of 2 years, you can't actually sign up to use our medical system. We can take you in as a one-off and it will be $180 as opposed to $90 what it would be if you were just a patient of ours. I'm like, but I'm an Australian, we're Commonwealth, New Zealand, Australia, UK, Canada, the same Queen, right? The old battle axe, we're all part of the same system. Nah, too bad. So I got to pay $190 to get a medical certificate to say, yeah, this guy's good to drive. I'm already good to drive. I've been driving for 100 years in Australia, right? That's my medical exemption. Nah, you're driving passengers. You got to get another one. So I don't have to be exempt. So I can drive erratically if I don't have passengers. That's what it's telling me, right? Get me started. So I got to go and do that. I got another couple of days work a day tomorrow at the kitchen, bespoke kitchen. The medical center is literally next door. So I'm just going to finish work tomorrow and roll in there and get a test. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. Like the red tape. And then I take that medical exemption, the medical record. I take that with my exemption for waiting 2 years. I take that with my printouts of all my PDFs that have been notarized. I take that with the application form. I take a bus back out to Remarkables Park. I pay more money to get them to do this. Then get this, they decide whether I get it or not. It's not a guarantee. Like I might not even get the P endorsement and then I'll be in the kitchen permanently, which wouldn't be so bad. It's better pay. Figure that out. It's better pay working as a prep cook in the kitchen than it is working for NZ Ski driving a bus. So driving a bus, I'm responsible for 21 passengers falling off a fucking mountain. In the kitchen, the worst thing I could do is chop my finger with my knife and someone might not get a nice meal. That pays more than the driving of the bus. I'm not complaining, I'm just stating New Zealand. I'm happy to be here though, but I tell you what, Dugsy, I tried DLive app for streaming on Saturday. I was very impressed. It worked quite well. Yeah, man, the GoLive app, the GoLive feature in the app, whew, beautiful experience. Very, very, well, I haven't used it, but I've seen it. I've seen it being used. Very, very cool. Very cool. Charlotte used it on the ship yesterday. I didn't see a stream. Shit, I got to go back and watch the replay. Blueskis. Hello, Blueskis. Hey, Gives and Gives, guess what? How am I going to guess this? You won a pair of shoes by filling up your tank with gasoline that helps save the environment because you had a shopper docket from Ocean Grove. Is that a good guess? I don't know. If I'm out of the target, then I don't know what to guess. Brooklyn got a 400. She is going to the 5th grade in the fall. I'm not too sure what a 400 is. I mean, I know it's better than the 399 and it's not as good as a 401, but it's pretty good. God save the battle axe right on BMX. Davo, hey Gibbs, how you doing, Davo? Good to see you. Davo, how goes it? Anybody know what a 401 is? Isn't that your hang on, Brooklyn's only a kid though. What does she need a 401 for? That's like your not retirement. What's it called in Australia? The Doug, where you put in a piece of your paycheck and it comes out. What's the word, dude? I don't know. I mean, I'm not in Australia, so do I get a little bit of leeway there? I don't know what I'm trying to. The word I'm trying to remember. It's not Social Security. Oh, how did the snow sports show go? Did you get your boots? You know what? No, I didn't. I went there with Sharon from my old job, old job, Roaring Megs, and I'll put some photos up in the Discord of that too. It was pretty cool. She went to get some ski poles, and she came out with ski boots. She got a good pair of boots too, $40. Man, so cheap. My size wasn't there. I couldn't. There's nothing there for me. So I don't have snowboard boots, but I'm not really that fussed. Like, I know I'll be able to use rental boots from NZ Ski, and maybe I'll be able to buy an old pair of rentals or something. I don't know. She got all A's. Okay. Superannuation, that's the word I was thinking of. Doug, thank you, man. That's a 401 is the superannuation fund, the equivalent in the States. Yeah, that's the word I was trying to think of. Which bus are you driving? So I'll be driving a shuttle bus, which only requires a Class 1A driver's license with the passenger endorsement. Don't forget the passenger endorsement. And I'll be driving on a sealed access road. Although there was talk about bumping me up to the Remarkables as well, which is an unsealed access road. She got all A's. So are you talking about school grades? All A's in school? And therefore she's going to a better school? That sounds cool. Well, congratulations there, Blueskis. Can we, I know I went on a little bit of a tangent then, but I mean, my life is a bit strange right now, or a bit different. Can we slide this conversation back into the cryptocurrency svelte? Svelte? That's the wrong word. You know what I mean though. Can we get back on cryptocurrencies? By the way, it's pretty warm. Don't think I need that on. In that sense, I'll start by bringing up, oh shit, my battery's almost flat. I'll bring up a Bitcoin chart and we'll have a little look-skis at the Bitcoin price right now. We'll go to CoinMarket or CoinGecko. I guess that comes up first. Bitcoin, ooh, 31.6. So that's not bad. See, I mean, I'm looking to buy a little Bitcoin with my extra work earnings. And when Bitcoin was 28,000, I was like, yeah, stay down, boy. Stay. And now it's come back up again. Not so good. How does the chart look on the last day? 24-hour chart. Okay, so it did reach a peak, 32.2. Now it's 31.6. Okay, well, I mean, it is a very volatile market. Just ask Babilono Escobar. But Hex is all-time lows too, isn't it? Hex is, oh shit, that's actually climbed up 7 cents. Okay. Because I wouldn't mind buying a little more Hex as well. It's on a downward trend though, that's for certain. The up and to the right doesn't exist anymore. That's a 30-day chart. That's down and to the right. Let me see, 180-day chart. Oh, that's down, dude. A year chart. Dude, that chart does not say up and to the right. That says down to the right to me. But, you know. Had a nice run to 58 cents, didn't it? I mean, all-time high, 51 cents. It's down 84% from an all-time high. Crikey. Hex your life up. Yeah, Bitcoin is slowly increasing, Doug. It's good to see, isn't it? It's good to see. Like, I mean, yeah, you should, well, I'm not giving financial advice here, but this is a long play, long-term play. I'm definitely in it for the long play. But I was hoping to I was hoping to finish, once I finished in New Zealand, you know, maybe have a whole Bitcoin, heavens above. Could I put enough money aside to be able to have, I mean, I've got about a 0.8 of a Bitcoin now. I've got about 0.8 of a Bitcoin. Could I make that a whole Bitcoin by the end of this holiday? I'm not calling it a holiday, a working holiday. I don't know, dude. Got my first roster for the mountain as well. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be. Like, I was ready to work every single day, and there's a couple of on-call days, and there's a couple of this, a couple of that, but it's not as hectic as I thought it would be. But it is handy to have this other job as well at the kitchen. No, I'm not sick or ill or affected by anything, but I'm looking forward to working tomorrow at the restaurant. It's really cool. It's good. It's great to be back in a kitchen with good crew. There's some of the guys there are so rad. Actually, none of them, all of them are cool. No one I've seen in that place has struck me as being like sketchy or anything or not a nice person. They're really nice, really rad. And I'm looking forward to going there and working tomorrow. And then we'll see what happens after that. I did a great thing yesterday. I took my housemate, actually that was Jay, that was behind me, but another one of my housemates, Avi, or Avil, I call him Avi. He has a push bike. It wasn't from this house, but another house he lived in, a tenant, kind of like me. That was a weird noise. Did you guys hear that? It's probably just the house settling. It wasn't anything actual. A previous housemate left a push bike, like a mountain bike. And he said, oh, you can have this. And Avi hasn't done anything with it. It's just been, he's moved it to this house and it's just hanging up on a wall. There's a bike rack out the front there. It's hanging up on that, covered in spider webs. I pulled it down yesterday, took it across just over to the Fresh Choice there. There is a service station, a gas station, and I filled up the tires. And then I rode that thing to Moke Lake. Let me tell you how far that is, folks. Let me go to a Mapski here. Moke Lake from here. Moke Lake. Oh. It's only 6.9 kilometers. Seemed a lot longer than that. That can't be right. 21 minutes from here? How can that? Give me the kilometers. Either way, 21 minutes. This is the route that it takes. So you go from Queenstown, where I am, you go down to the town, you go all the way along the bottom here. This is the lake Wakatipu. You go past Fern Hill, past Sunshine Bay, and then you cruise up this access road here. And so I guess what I'm saying, or what I should have said, is all this here is virtually flat, except once you get to here, all of this from there up to pretty much here is uphill. And it's uphill like you wouldn't believe. Like, not just, oh, this is a hill. It's a freaking hill, right? Like, I mean, it probably only, it wouldn't even be 40% gradient, but it's hard work, dude, hard work. On a bike that only had one gear. I called it 1G. I was calling him 1G. I only had one gear, and I rode that thing with one brake too, because the front brake, the back brake, no matter what you did with the back brake, if you went down and like pulled the brake pads apart, then the wheel would spin for a bit and then it would just jam shut. So I didn't want to touch the brake pads. So I only used the front brake. So I had one gear, front brake only, and extremely hard going. Like, I walked from here, from the Moke Lake access road to that point there, I walked, and that took about an hour and a half. This bit from home down to here took about an hour. I actually went the wrong way at one point, about an hour. That bit from there to there took about an hour and a half. That bit from there to Moke Lake took about 20 minutes. And then I did Moke Lake, that's Moke Lake, big kind of horseshoe shape. I did a walk that went all the way around the perimeter, 2.5 hours. I drank a bunch of whiskey, shot a vlog, then I cycled all the way home. Video coming, I guess I'll finish editing it tonight. Yeah, really cool to shoot a vlog. Really cool to be out there at Moke Lake. Really cool to ride a bike again. I haven't ridden a bike for so long. It's not funny. My ass is on fire right now. My butt is so sore after doing that. So sore. Like I don't know how cyclists deal with that. Like I can't even really sit on the one. If I got to go across two cheeks to make it more pleasant. I like stories. But let us, we drifted off onto butt cracks and moke lakes, but we should try to bring this back to cryptocurrency. We looked at the hex price. We looked at, well, I was talking about how I can maybe buy a little extra. That's why I wanted to go down that avenue of like, is there a chance to, get into some more crypto at some point? When I say more, I mean more of what I already have. Like I'm not going to buy anything new. But if anyone has any suggestions, as long as it's not Terra Luna 2.0, anyone got any suggestions about coins that they want to look at? I got the laptop there, I'll bring it up and we'll talk about it, but it's up to you guys to sort of spruik it or start the conversation. Because I know what I know and I know what I've been looking at, but I've been keeping it kind of, I guess I've been focusing on what I'm interested in. Nothing wrong with that though. Forgot how nice tea is. Just a cup of tea, love. Milk, no sugar, just straight up hot water, tea bag, milk. Forgot how good that was. It's very smooth and very soothing, isn't it? It's like a really, it's a comfort beverage. Very comforting. It's very comforting. I hope it's comforting you. It's making my voice feel smooth. What's happening outside? Still raining? Sprinkling. Okay, well, don't everybody talk at once. It's getting a little quiet back here in the chat. I said it's getting a little quiet back here in the chat. Okay. Whew. That hex chart does not look good. 84% down. The all-time low, oh, that's way low. Yeah, true. January 5th, 2020. Well, folks, if you've got nothing else to add, I guess I'll start to think about wrapping this up. Unless you want to talk to me about something. The hell was that? There's all kinds of noises here, folks. When you're in a new place and like, sounds, sights, scents, everything's different. I'm still in that mode here. I've been here 3 weeks now. Oh, really nice to get a paycheck. I got a paycheck from the kitchen into a New Zealand bank account. That's good. I've been in the deficits for so long. Oh, we should look at? We should look at the DLive payments. That's not really, well, no, I get paid in USDT, so that is cryptocurrency. But people have been complaining. You know what we'll do? I'm going to bring this up. Cheers, Gibbs. Thanks, Dugsky. Dave, I could love to know about crypto more. I would too. I will, and hopefully I'll tell you some. Let's just pause for a moment. Well, not pause, but let's just change tack slightly. I'm going to log into DLive here. My battery is depleting so quick right now. It's bizarre. I've got the miner on. I'll turn that off. I didn't realize I even had that on. I guess I'm not streaming on this laptop though, but it's draining the battery. So I'm going to log into my Tron. What was that noise? Don't worry about it. It's probably just this house settling, it's all new. Here's my Trunlink wallet. You guys can, I don't mind if you see this, but there's nothing really to see, but we got some TRX up the top there. 8,000 TRX to the tune of $600. That's not bad. USDT, I got about 2 cents worth, 20 cents worth. BTT old, that's the frozen. There should be BTT old in there, but I don't receive any from DLive anymore. Thanks very much. I got a beer token, an Elon Musk token. So this USD tether is the one that DLive will pay out in. But if I go to DLive.tv, This should bring up, if my Tronlink is obviously signed in. If I go to get paid, I will see. So requested lemon, received amount, status pending. So I requested this on the 14th of May. It's now June 1. The reason I'm bringing this up is because it does say, it says estimated payment received time. And then it says by 4 p.m. June 1, 2022, GMT plus minus 12, plus or minus 12. It literally says, I'll put this in the chat and you tell me what this means. You tell me what this means, folkses. I'll put this in the chat. Tell me if this means plus or minus. This is what it says in the chat. So that's what it says literally. By 4 o'clock p.m., June 1, 2022, plus minus 12. Plus or minus. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to a time zone converter. Time zone converter. I want to work out what actual time this is. Timeanddate.com. This is a good one for this. Add a city. I'm going to add UTC. Greenwich Mean Time plus 00. So now I'm going to add a city, or I'm going to change it to. You can't see this, but there's not a lot to see anyway. I'm just putting in Greenwich Mean Time, Wednesday 1 June 4 p.m. Then I'm going to add New Zealand, or I'll just add Queenstown. Won't make a difference because New Zealand's all one time zone, right? So that means if I've got this correct, first day of June at 4 p.m. GMT is tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. my time, which is UTC plus 12. This is why I'm getting confused. It said UTC plus minus 12. What does it mean, plus or minus? This is more math, isn't it? Plus cancels out the minus. If anybody knows what that means, speak up or forever hold your piss. Either way, I guess I shouldn't be concerned until at least tomorrow, right? Even though it's already, New Zealand gets the new year before anybody else. By the way, let me ask you this. I'm going to put this away for a sec. Do you remember Millennium Bug? Remember the Y2K fiasco? 1999 becomes 2000? How come, now this is just conspiracy theory from me, right? How come at a very, very minimum, why didn't the entire world look towards New Zealand? Because New Zealand are the first ones to experience the dawning of a new era, the new day, the new year. Whenever it's New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, it always happens here first because of the international dateline. So time's measured from, time goes east to west. So the further east you are, up into a point, because otherwise you're chasing a tail that you never end. But there is an international dateline, and it's just off the coast of New Zealand in the ocean. And then there are some small islands before New Zealand, but predominantly everybody recognizes New Zealand as being the first places to get anything. So if that's the case, which it is, facts, how come everybody didn't look towards New Zealand to work out what's going to happen at the stroke of midnight? Like, because planes didn't fall out of the skies, banks didn't shut doors and lose all their money at midnight on January 1, 2000 New Zealand time. So then Australia would have had 2 hours minimum to, like, if shit did go down, Australia, the East Coast had a minimum of 2 hours to get their shitting gear. And all they had to do was call up New Zealand and go, are you dudes okay? Yeah, we're fine. You're okay? Nothing. What happened? Nothing. Really? Nothing happened? Nothing happened. Nothing happened, bro. I'm just sitting on my deck watching the fireworks. Nothing went down. Seriously? Nothing happened, bro. Chill out. Take a chill pill. Nothing happened in New Zealand, dudes. Just chill. That's all you have to do, right? And then that's East Coast Australia. Then the West Coast, they've even got another extra 3 hours on top of that, 5 hours. And then you keep going, and everybody could have been like, hey, New Zealand, hello, New Zealand. Yeah, hi, who's this? This is the West Coast, this is the East Coast of America here. Oh, really? What did you want to know? Are you still alive? Yeah, nothing happened. Nothing happened? Nothing happened. So then sometimes I think I amaze myself at my practicality, right? Like that's an obvious. I know I'm in New Zealand. We had this discussion the other night. Actually, I had a fondue dinner with my old boss, and I brought this up, and he was like, "Yeah, that never happened. How come that didn't happen? People are idiots. That's why governments, right? They just didn't think. Think about it." I don't want to be the one to say I want to run the country because I do not. But I tell you what, I could do things different. Davo has no idea, neither do I, man. And I don't pretend to either. That's the worst, when people pretend that they know what's going on, like government powers that be and whatnot. They pretend they know, but they do not. They've got no clue, dude. Search One's in the house. G'day, Searchski. I see you there. I'll grab this chat here. It's more polite to look. Instead of looking over my shoulder, I'll just look in this chat. Search One. Probably because New York City is the most legit time. New York City? Well. I mean, it depends what you're thinking, because legit? What, are you saying that there's some fraudulent time zones out there? Shit. How you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. We were talking a little before about BTT and a little bit about staking. Do you know anything about BTT staking on DLive, Sir Rich? Search One. Why do I want to go with Rich? I want to go search Sir Rich. Yeah, any ideas about BTT staking on the DLive platform machine skis? Either way, I believe we are in a dilly of a pickle, if you're a stakeholder anyway. Worldwide, it's the most popular, the Times Square. Oh, you mean the, I get what you mean, like the countdown for New Year's is arguably most popular in Times Square with the big ball drop thing. Yeah, fair point. I thought you were saying just in general, like the time, whatever time it is in New York City, it's more relevant than, I think I know what you were getting at. You were getting at the celebration for New Year's days. I know nothing about DLive. All I hold is Shiba Inu. Oh, you got a bit of Shiba, have you? You know what, man? That's interesting. Well, I do as well. And, where is my Shiba? It's in crypto.com wallet, right? Let me, it's good. I'm glad you brought this up, Sir Rich One, because I have a little Shiba and I have a little Dogecoin, and I believe we staked them. I definitely have rolled over my stakes in Dogecoin. I've done that twice. They lowered their APY as well. It's not very good anymore. It used to be 9%, now it's 3%, I think. What am I looking for? Here we go. Crypto.com. I'll get in there and have a little look-ski, hey, and see, because I think there was some issue where you needed a minimum amount of SHIB to commence a stake. Stake? Money's too tight for stake. Incorrect password. Ah, shit. Man, this house makes strange noises. Here we go. I'm in. What does that noise keep coming through here? I don't understand, folks. Go to, on the crypto.com app, you want to go to earn. Earn. Where is it? This has all changed, hasn't it? Looks different. Where's earn? Accounts? Crypto earn. You have no crypto. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So in 55 days time, my 3-month term with Dogecoin at 2%. Oh, it's hardly worth doing. Will come to fruition. So I've got 517 Dogecoin. View completed terms. So I've rolled this over twice. And it looks like I earned 3 Dogecoin. So I invested 512 Dogecoin. And after that first 3-month term ended, I received, I had 515.20 Dogecoin. And so now I guess I'm going to be earning another 2 or 3. So not much, but it's you just keep rolling it over compound style, yeah. Just looking back across my shoulder at the laptop, Sarich says that's what I mean. I'm holding 20 mil. I don't know how to stake. So Sarich, let me see too, because I don't know if there's a minimum amount you've got to stake. So let me just go, because I've got, you know what it is too? I've got Shiba Inu in my crypto.com wallet. Is that where you keep yours, dude? Do you, where's your Shiba Inu? The reason it's stuck there is because there is a minimum amount to transfer. I wanted to put it into my Exodus wallet at one point. No, what did I want to do? I wanted to stake it originally, but I don't have enough. And then I thought, okay, well then if I can't stake it, I'll just put it in my own private wallet. I don't want to leave it on an exchange. But there's a minimum amount to send. So I'm stuck with it there. And I'm not going to buy Shiba. Actually, having said that, let me see how much it is. How much is it to buy some Shiba? Because at least then I could move it around. Shiba Inu, oh shit, it's like fractions of a penny. And it's down 4% too. Let me just see I guess I've owned it for about 4 months. Let's go to the 180-day chart. So 180 days is about half a year, right? So, okay, so it would be, at that particular juncture, it would be a suitable time to buy some if you weren't thinking about it like a huge investment, but you were buying it to simply move it around or to stake it. But let me just see how much I've got, because you said you had, how much did you say you have, dude? You've got, you're on Coinbase in Webull, another trashy brokerage, is that right? You said you've got 20 mil, okay. How much have I got here? By the way, 20 mil Shiba, if it went to $1, hello, $20 million. Shit! Or is my maths wrong? Is that more than that? No, you got 20 mil, $1 each, $20 million. Hello, retirement. Where is my mind? The coins I've got, Shiba Inu. Okay, so there's these are favorites. These aren't just mine. So Doge and Shiba is my favorites, and so is Bitcoin and Ethereum. But let's check my Shiba holdings. Doesn't tell me. Is this not, this is just the chart? This is not my holdings? Where's my holdings? Accounts. Crypto wallet. I guess it's right in the wallet. Here we go, folks. So I've got some Kronos. Huh? I've got some of the crypto.com coin. When did that happen? I've got 120 Kronos, which is worth about $20. I mean, shit, I should sell that for Shiba, right? Let me just see. Shiba Inu. I have 779,200 SHIB, which is worth about $9 US. Shall we trade that crow for SHIB? Building up. Oh, because I'll just see if I can do this. I'll try. Well, I know I can't transfer it. I'll try withdrawing to an external wallet. Got an Exodus wallet, SHIB. Withdraw SHIB. Withdraw the max. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to cancel this for a second because I'm scared that it might happen. Yo, Rob in the house. G'day, Gibbs. How you doing, Rob? Good to see you, buddy. 20 million oranges. Multiplied by how many oranges do you have, BMX1? None. Oh, now all of the orange disappeared. Imagine having an orange farm. You're like, dude, I spent 7 years building this farm up. We got all these orange plantations. They're all giving out brilliant citrus fruit. We got little lemons too there. Along you come for a visit and go, I don't have any oranges. I'm going to watch, just look out there, watch this. I'm going to multiply your oranges by my none. Blink! Disappeared. The great mystery of mathematics, hey? Just disappeared all the oranges. Get out of here. Let me see if I can... So Rich, I looked at it long term. I'm down now, just being patient. This is good play, Sir Rich. Rob Mac, I've got 28 million sheep. I pray it goes to $1. Shit, dude. Did you give me some, Rob? Was that you? Do you remember when because I didn't buy this sheep. Someone donated it. I think it was, might have been Davey Z. Might have been Davey. Infinite oranges times 0. I hope so too. Giver. I'm going to put this on the floor so I don't have to look behind me. That's the chisel chap. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to see, what is this crow coin? I don't remember ever having crow in my account. I got 120 crow. I guess that might have been for opening up the crypto.com wallet for setting up an account maybe. So there you go. That's worth 22 bucks. So if I sell it, alert 0 balance sell. What? Withdraw? I can't. It says alert 0 balance. It says crow balance 120.74, which equals 22 US. If I say sell crow, it gives me an alert 0 balance sell warning. But it just tells me I've got 120 of them in there. Well, then it comes up with transfer crow. So if I go to withdraw it to an external wallet, but I want to just sell it for a SHIB. What about if I go to SHIB and just buy using Kronos? Let's go SHIB, buy SHIB. Buy using a crypto wallet. Using Doge? No, I don't want to use Doge. I want to use Crow. Okay, well there you go, folks. It only lets me use. So that Crow is basically useless in my. This is the thing. When you open up wallets and they give you coin, it's like, oh, open up a crypto.com wallet and we'll give you 20 bucks worth of our in-app currency. It's called Crow. In this case, it is called Crow. Can't do anything with it. It's just sitting there. It's sitting there staring me in the face and I can't do anything with it. So be careful, or not be careful, but be aware when you do this. Yo, Avi, how you doing, man?
Good.
This is the guy with the bike. Oh, I didn't tell you, man. I rode your bike to Moke Lake.
Oh, were you able to, like, comfortably?
My ass is sore now. Yeah, and I had to put air in the tires, and none of the gears changed. So
the gears didn't change?
I rode in one gear the whole way.
Oh, shit.
But
yeah,
luckily...
It's terrible, man. It's just been lying there since
more
than a year and a half.
That's pretty
It's
shitty.
not even mine. It was the other guy from
Yeah.
Fly. He just gave it to me.
I was telling these guys you didn't do anything with it, you never used it, and
Never used it.
it just sits there. But man, it worked. Got me there.
Yeah. Sorry about your sore bum.
It's all good, man. All good. Yeah.
That's good to have on.
I'll do it again too. I'll go for another ride on it.
Oh, yeah?
Now that I know how it
Challenge
works.
yourself.
Yeah. Love a good challenge.
Nice, huh? Good to hear. Alright. Yeah. Sorry.
That's all
I
good.
love you too. Yeah.
So yeah, just be aware that if you do fall into that, "Oh, I'm going to open up a new wallet because they're going to give me their own little currency and then you're going to swap it out for something else." Nah. Usually it's used for transactions inside of the app, and that's it. But yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here looking at this and I can't do anything with it, which kind of sucks. But I wouldn't see when, I guess this is a good thing, because when my DLive payment comes through, I'm going to do a few things, right? I'm going to buy a little Bitcoin. I'm going to buy a lot of Hex. I'm going to also buy a little ETH to keep that for gas fees. And then I'm thinking I might buy a little SHIB, right? Chuck in a little SHIB in there to get this total up to the minimum amount required to stake it. Because you, as Sarich said, as you buy a shitcoin like Shiba Inu, you hold it on the hope that it goes up to an all-time high. Like if that got to $1, right? Goodness gracious me. Rob Mack, Sarich one, me even at 700,000, yeah. But if you can earn a little APY on it in the meantime, but you need a minimum amount of it, it's kind of like, I see what they're doing. They're making you buy more so that then they're pushing, there's buy pressure there in order to stake. That's only on one wallet though. Let me just see what the minimum stake requirement is. So I guess I've got to go back to crypto earn, which is under the account section, isn't it? Or the home section? Nope. The middle button. Nope. Oh, there we go. It was on the account section. So you got crypto wallet, crypto earn. So let's hit crypto earn. Let's look at a new, if I go plus, select crypto. Can I stake my Crow even? Let's see if we can stake Crow too. Flexible gets you 2%, transfer out your assets anytime. Or a one month term will earn you 2 to 4%, and assets are held for 1 month. Or a 3 month term will earn you 3 to 6%. Let's try a 3 month term. I understand and I agree that use of my crypto is blah, 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 bling, blah, bang. Minimum 500 Crow. There you go, folks. A minimum 500 Crow is what you need. How much did they give me? I think it was 270 or something. Let me go back and check. So I can't stake my Crow. Let me see. Home. Where's my Crow? Crypto wallets. I have 120 Crow. So to stake it, I'm going to need 480 more. This is how they get you, right? 120 is worth 23 bucks. So 380. Yeah, 380 would be around about another 50 bucks worth. So maybe, but then again, what is Crow? Like, do I even want Crow? I didn't even want it in the first place. They gave it to me. They give it to me for opening up the wallet. But let's go back and see SHIB. See what the possibility of staking SHIB is. Because at least Shiba Inu isn't a legitimate shitcoin, right? 3 month term. Oh shit, my bad. Let's add a new term here. We'll go SHIB. So again, flexible gets you 0.5%. Why don't you call yourself a bank? But you can transfer your assets in and out whenever you want. 1 month term will earn you 0.5 to 1%. For a 3 month term, you'll earn 1 to 2%. So these are virtually useless, right? Like it's so little. But let's try. Let's see what happens. Shiba Inu, 3 month term, blah bling, blah blang, blah blue, all the confirmations. You need a minimum of 8 mil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 zeros is million, right? You need a minimum of 8 million, which currently is about $100 worth. 8 mil you need. I don't have that. I don't even have 1 mil. I've got 770,000. But what I will do, and this is why I'm doing this, I will check tomorrow morning when my payment from DLive comes through in USDT, and then I might sling $100 into SHIB, send it across to my crypto.com wallet and stake that shiz. Rob Mack, I just realized I'm no longer earning APY rewards on my Algorand in my Exodus wallet. Oh, wow. Why not, dude? Yo, Music Man, thanks for the lemon, man. Appreciate that. Why not, dude? What happened? I mean, I haven't checked mine either. Have they stopped earnings in Algo? That's a bit of a shame. But there you go, folks. You need 8 million SHIB to be able to stake or to freeze it on crypto.com. So there are always these things that you got to factor in. It's about $100. Let me just see the chart for Crow. I'm interested to see how Crow performs. Oh, my MacBook's on low battery. I'm gonna have to go and put this on charge, folks. Kronos. Kronos. The chart, the all-time high for Kronos is 96 cents. So it's down 80%. So it's like Hex. It's down 80% on its all-time high. It's up 1,449% on its all-time low. So 3 years ago. 3 years ago? Shit, it's been around for a long time. The maximum chart range. Oh, wow. Dude, that had a spike, didn't it? Yeah, right. 89 cents. 96 cents. There's a chance there to have made a fair amount of money, but right now that chance is subsided. You can see the chart is down. Let's go the 30-day chart. So trajectory is down. But I mean, look, I guess what I'm saying is it worth holding these little altcoins, little shit coins in a wallet that might be earning you, you just keep it there and you earn a little APY, and then every 3 months you roll it over and you just sit and hope, right? It's basically a hope. It's a game of hope, right? We're just hoping for the best. And what I'm saying is if you're earning 2% on your 8 million SHIB, what's that? What's the math on that? 2% of 8 mil. I've got to put my MacBook on charge. 2% of 8 million. What? Dude, 2% of 8 million is 160,000. So at that point, if Shiba ever went to $1, just by staking it, just rounding this off to an imaginary, ridiculous number, if it ever got to $1 and you were staking it on crypto.com, even at 2% on your minimum stake amount, which is 8 mil, you're earning 160,000 every 3 months. So that when you say it like that, it kind of looks good, right? Kind of looks good. But will it ever go to $1? Probably not. And the thing with these altcoins or these shit coins, you've got to be constantly watching them for when they do spike, you've got to be ready to sell, right? So you won't see it sitting on $1 for like 3 months and everybody can do that. It'll hit its mark and then time to sell, right? Just sell it out. Hello.
Hello, sorry.
That's all right. I hope they weren't eggs.
Huh?
They weren't eggs you dropped, were they? No.
No. Hi.
Yeah, so that's the problem with that. You've got to be aware of it and you've got to be on top of your game. And I don't really want to do that with crypto. I'd rather just sit and wait. But if you sit and wait and you miss, you miss. But we're down to 7% here, folks. I'm going to close this laptop and we're going to close out the stream. But anybody got any final questions they want to ask before we do wrap up? Fire away. Where's my chat here? Algorand has migrated to a new governance model, and starting April 2022, you'll no longer earn staking rewards for holding. Oh, shit. May, March, April. Oh, April's already happened. Interesting. So Rich, it doesn't look like it's going to drop much lower, so now would be the time. Yes, well, tomorrow I'll find out. I might even put a little crow in as well, like $100 in crow and $100 on Sheeb, and then just get these stakings done on the crypto.com website or app and be done with it. Yeah. Can you look at the chart for BTT old? Man, that laptop's virtually dead right now. Yeah, at this stage, I won't be able to open that back up. It's gonna, unless I put it on charge, it'll die entirely. So I won't be able to do that today. But get in next time early, Rob. It'll be good to talk about that next week because theoretically, things should be done soon for BTT staking on DLive. I don't know. But I'm going to get out of here right now, folks. I want to thank you all for being here on the cryptocurrency stream. I do enjoy these cryptocurrency streams. I like learning about stuff and keeping my mind open and active. I hope you do as well. All of my streaming here while I'm in New Zealand is going to be like this, IRL style. I mean, I know this isn't typically IRL, even though we are not outside, it's raining. I would normally be on my balcony doing this stream, but today it had to come inside because of the rain. By the way, it's nice to see the place. You didn't see it last time, but I confirmed it's okay with my housemates to show. And so we are here, and yeah, we'll be streaming, IRL. What have I got planned? Oh, I've got to drop an email to that brewery. I want to go to the brewery soon. But cheerses, and I'll catch you all on the next live stream. I'm just pausing for latency here. Now I've messed it up. I've got to stop, and then I've got to wait latency 8 seconds. So I'll see you all on the next live stream latency.